With the release of the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports, it's brought back a lot of longtime fans and even newcomers from the modern games. But with that comes the caveat of many issues that plagued the original versions, and some might argue that these ports play even worse than the original versions, despite there being more hackers on the 360 and PS3 versions of the game. My goal with this video is just to simply address a lot of these issues that the majority of the community seem to be overlooking, and only be looking at one aspect of a larger problem. Like, we have modders and stuff, but a lot of that comes down to the fact that modders are able to take advantage of becoming the host. And we wouldn't have to deal with that at all if these games ran on dedicated servers. But giving us dedicated servers would do so much more than just making modders less happening to mod the game. It would actually improve the game's stability and performance overall. And the reason why the games even in 2026 are just so bad to play and connect to is because of the host migration and the fact that you're still connecting peer-to-peer, player-to-player, rather than on just one server, basically. It's just like an outdated system, and everyone that can play these games after playing any like modern Call of Duty or any modern video game can see and tell immediately how just off these games feel. And the rest of this video is basically just gonna be me showing you. You'll be seeing in the background just how broken these ports are, and a lot of that really just has to do with how the game connects you to other players and connects you online, and it's just an outdated system and it needs to just be overhauled or whatever. It just, I think it'll make the games last longer and it'll make people want to play them more, and definitely would prevent hackers from being able to, use mod menus. At least, one would hope that would be the case. I think the security thing, I'm not sure if dedicated servers would fix that, but I think just for the overall longevity of the game, and just to make sure, we need dedicated servers. We need it just so that the games feel functional and playable, and feel like on par with like the modern Call of Duties in terms of like connectivity. It should feel fast and smooth to play the games just as much as it should to just get into a lobby in the first place, right? It's like, even looking at this, you could see that like I'm shooting at this guy for like multiple seconds and he's not getting it. I'm not getting any hit markers on him, but like he shoots me like way after, and instantly just he takes me out, and that shouldn't be the case, because now like the fact that the game no longer is about skill, it's about internet connection, it's about who can connect to the game better, and that's not how it should be. The game should be about like how you move around the map, how you navigate through it, how you aim. It shouldn't be about like how fast someone's connection speed is in the lobby. That's just RNG at that point, But you're getting host migrations, in the middle of the games. In zombies, when you get a host migration on Black Ops 1, when the host leaves the game, it ends the entire zombies match. And that hasn't been fixed on the Black Ops 1 port. And, the lack of dedicated servers means that, like, the game depends on just, like, a random host. And, if that host has terrible internet, then, like, it makes the whole lobby stutter and lag. And there's just so many issues that stem from them using peer-to-peer over just having dedicated server. No one's gonna want to stick around and play these ports if it feels like every gunfight is a gamble. They're not really earning their kills. They're just like, oh, I just got lucky there. Like, even looking at this part here, what am I even shooting at? I thought there was someone over there, but I'm hitting something that's not there. There's nothing there. I'm getting a hit marker there. And then I'm also getting shot, and then from their point of view, they're just lagging all over the place. So I don't know if there was even a chance for me to win this gunfight. And this is what I mean. The gunfights are completely just luck-based. takes no skill. Skill doesn't matter in these ports anymore. They completely took the skill out of these games. It's crazy. And this is like video proof right here. You'll see from their point of view when it goes to their kill cam of them killing me, they are literally just teleporting all over the place. It's insane that this is like meant to be 2026 like gameplay or standards or whatever. This is not 2026 gameplay standards. Like, nobody should be like praising this or like being okay with the games running like this. Like, this is insanity, and it's even worse on Black Ops 1 when that game's a lot slower in comparison to Black Ops 2. So like a lot of these stuttering and issues and things like that are sometimes even more noticeable, at least in my opinion, on that game. You know, you get shot around, you know, going into cover, things like that. You know, you just have weird COD timing moments that are really just because of the broken system that are built into the ports that they never updated. Like, they need dedicated servers so that, you know, all these issues don't happen. I can't even begin to describe to you what's even happening in this clip on Black Ops 2. Like, you'll just have to, like, analyze this for yourself and decipher what is even happening on screen, because I have no idea what happened or like why I'm spectating after the host migrated, but this is what I mean. There's just so much jank with these games, and it's largely just due to the connectivity of it all, of like the peer-to-peer connection just making everything feel way slower than it really needs to be, especially for like a competitive game, you know? Like, for the sake and longevity of these games, can we please just get dedicated servers? Like, we don't need these games to be ruined any more than they already were back in the day. Like, we need these games in tip-top shape, please. And I'm gonna show you one last example of me running into like an aimbot hacker. So yeah, those still exist even on the PS5 version of the game. So look out if you're playing Search and Destroy for this aimbot test guy, whatever his name is. He's been terrorizing those lobbies, and he still hasn't been banned. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, you know, what happens with him, if anything happens. But let's go. Let's show the footage. Roll the footage.
Oh wow, this guy's still in the game? Wow. I wonder how he's still here. It's almost like they don't want to do anything.
Search and destroy.
Dude, I saw this same dude like yesterday and the day before that, bro. How can they not just like ban this fucking guy? I don't get it. His name is literally bot test, dude. He's an aimbot. Fuck is that?
Transitioning.
Can anyone even get him? Is he that unkillable? Okay. Fuck.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Step up. Enemy down. Halftime.
This is so stupid.
Search and destroy.
I don't get it.
Eliminate the objective. Bomb acquired.
Who waited this long just to do this on the port? Why couldn't they just do it on the Xbox version or some shit? Goddamn.
Charges dropped.
Like I thought we were safe on PlayStation. Never, guess not. Oh man, we're fools. This is literally like the first game I found. I ran into this guy again. Yeah, Black Ops 1 is safe. I'm safe.
You cannot look at all this evidence now and think that these ports don't need dedicated servers. Like, they desperately need them, or else these games are just on life support. Like, once the new next Call of Duty comes out, you know, I think all support is gonna drop for these, and that's when the overflow of hackers is gonna come, and we don't want that. We want these ports to last. We want dedicated servers, actual security patches, and things of that nature. You know, not things like what you're seeing on screen right now. Oh man, look what the host migration did to this zombie, you know. Rip this zombie. But in all seriousness, I just really want these ports to be good because I am like a long-time fan of these games. I've been a fan since, you know, they're from my childhood. Like, I grew up with World at War to Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and onwards, you know. And I really want these games to succeed and be good. That's really what I want. I played World at War at a really young age, and I loved Call of Duty ever since. So I really want these games, and I really want Call of Duty in particular to succeed. But seeing the state of these ports is not looking too great for them right now, in my opinion. They just need to do more work to keep the games more stable and secure, you know, add actual security to the games maybe, or just at the bare minimum give the games dedicated servers so that they last a little bit longer, or like aren't suffering the same fate as like the 360 versions where they're just filled with modders and you just have to get lucky to not run into one at that point. In this clip, in this example, the guy that's shooting at me on my screen isn't even aimed or looking my direction. And these things do ruin the game and ruin the flow and feel of it and are just irritating to deal with. You know, like, we shouldn't have to deal with this because of the poor connection on these games. Like, we should have and deserve to have better connection, honestly. At least I think so. But like I said, this isn't really even about the modding problem. It's about just the way that these games feel and how they just feel like they've been ruined because of the hit detection and the like weird timing of things. And like, I already anticipate what some of the comments are gonna be down below. Like, some people might not even watch the video or might just go and immediately type in the comments that this is a skill issue on my part and that I just need to get better, get good, learn how to just get used to my sensitivity and all those basic, you know, 101 COD tutorial tips. But no, it really is the awful hit detection that's tied to the peer-to-peer connection. I hope this video shows to serve like why people are like demanding that these games have dedicated servers on them. And this is exactly why. You know, the games just feel borderline unplayable at times, and it's a headache to just try to navigate through all the connection issues, whether it's on Black Ops 1 or 2. It's prevalent on both games, and both games have this issue. But, you know, maybe some of you might disagree. You know, maybe some of you like the old jankiness of like the internet code back then. But personally, for me, it's like, I think we as gamers should have higher standards for like what stability and performance is at this point in time. But, you know, let me know if you think, you know, you agree or not, or if you have any other opinions on the matter. I just wanted to make like a video kind of making people more aware of these issues, because some people might be like missing shots and stuff that feel like they shouldn't be missing, and like this might be the answer as to why. It's the connection on these games. But I hope you enjoyed me going kind of into a deep dive and showing you examples and all these things of like why these games, proof of why these games deserve to have stable connection rather than dealing with host migration issues and getting kicked out of zombies modes because the host didn't want to play for whatever reason.